Hi there, Taurus. Welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your intuitive work and money reading for July 2020. I'm going to get shuffling these cards, Taurus, and start by waiting for the first card to fall, which will be your overarching theme or energy for work, career, money and finance for the month of July. Then be choosing some specific cards for you for your work sector, and then some for money and finance investments as well with clarifiers. So let's get this first card out as the indicator that it's time to choose the cards. Work and money for Taurus, please. Things might have been a little quiet on the work front here, Taurus. Oh, here we go. Maybe you've had to have some strength and courage because it has been quiet. Oh, but new fulfilling opportunities are coming your way. Maybe a little bit of judgment, final judgment in a current career path, and then a decision to follow. Okay, let's have a look at money. Quick little shuffle here. Whoops. Three of Cups. Okay, maybe some of you are celebrating. We've got the Knight of Swords. Alright. I will probably get some clarifiers for those when I get there, guys. I'm finishing on the Ace of Wands here as well. So, you know, I usually do include the energies of the bottom of the deck. That's two aces. I feel like you might be, you know, the things are starting to get moving again after a stagnant period. I dropped the Hanged Man on the ground before and I felt quite compelled to, you know, to call that in as an energy for this reading. So I feel like some of you may have had a period of stagnancy. Three of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think you're on definitely at the crossroads now where things are beginning to change, shift and move. Let's clarify the energy of Judgment for Taurus in terms of work and money. Whoops, there we go. Oh, Wheel of Fortune with the Judgment. Wow, guys, okay. you know, I was really feeling that, you know, threshold of change for you guys, and there it goes. So maybe a final call, final judgment on a current career path, job, whatever it might be, or a situation that's been playing out in your workplace. And we've got that Two of Swords there, which means that there's a decision that needs to be made. So let's get the clarifier up for that one. And guess what it is, guys? The Ace of Wands. I knew it. Yeah, I was really feeling that bottom of the deck energy, guys. It wanted to be seen in the reading, and here it is. Lots of new opportunities here coming in for you after a quieter period, I'm feeling. Okay, guys, let's read the energies of these cards. You know, your overarching theme or energy here is the Strength card. Now, I feel like this is, you know, really indicating that you may need to have some strength and courage this month in order to go through this transition that we see here, right? I am still feeling that some of you have had a quieter time in work and business and money, obviously probably because of what we've been going through on a global scale. But there's a sense here of all that starting to shift and move now. But there is also a judgment happening in the area of work and business this month, and that could be, you know, a whole new path opening up for you and daring to tread that path. I mean, the Three of Wands, you know, talks about being at that threshold, you know, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords. These are all kind of decision-making cards in order to move in a different direction or a new direction, in order to liberate yourself in a sense. So, you know, that's never easy. Change is never easy, you know, going through those kind of profound shifts. So I think that's why the Strength card is here, and you're really being asked to lead from a place of higher self rather than the ego, and keep under control, you know, those inner demons, which can just be the voices that tell us that, you know, it's too hard to make this transition, we're not good enough. those self-limiting beliefs, we need to rise above that and really realize that we actually have infinite potential to, you know, to handle what has been given to us, because the universe only really gives us exactly, you know, what we can handle at a period in time. Now, over here, I'm going to start with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. I feel like there has been a questioning for you in terms of fulfillment with your current career path, right? The Three of Wands is about somebody who has kind of turned their back on the past situation because they're looking ahead now for new successes, for new achievements, and that success or achievement that I feel like you're looking for, Taurus, is great fulfillment in terms of your work. I mean, we spend a lot of time working, guys. If we're doing something that we don't enjoy, you know, that's a long time to feel like you're swimming upstream, or you're not really happy, or you're not fulfilled, or not on purpose. So I feel like there's been this kind of sense of, well, I'm disconnecting from the current role or position because I know that doesn't keep me happy, but there's a sense of maybe not quite knowing where to go now, not quite knowing what to focus on. And I think that's why we have that Judgment energy here. So the Three of Wands, the person in the Three of Wands is not interested in the past or the current situation that is being kind of released, but they can't quite see the successes and achievements of the future yet. It's like it being at the crossroads. It's like being at the threshold. And in the Rider version of this card, it shows the young emperor looking out over the horizon, and there are ships, you know, right on the edge of that horizon. And they kind of like the possibilities or the promise of success, of abundance in the next season, in the next chapter, but they haven't come in yet. So there's a reminder here that the decisions that you make now are quite critical in order to make sure that you're heading in the right direction that you want to achieve the results that you want to in terms of your work and finance. And I feel that what you are desiring here, Taurus, is, like I said before, a job that is really going to fulfill you on all senses. You know, we want to love the work that we do. You know, this, as the saying goes, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I feel that that is what you are seeking, because with the Strength card here, it kind of indicates to me that the past situation, or obviously you might still be in it, but you've just detached your energy from it, has been a struggle. You know, you might have been dealing with, you know, toxic energies or really dominant personalities in the workplace as well. And I feel like it's just out of alignment for you. So you're seeking that emotional fulfillment in your work. And I feel like, you know, that's why that Judgment card is there, guys. This is like the final judgment. This is the wake-up call saying, hey, you know what? Are you going to jump and go for it and really seek what fulfills you in work? Or are you going to keep doing what you're doing because it's easy, maybe getting paid well, that sort of thing? But you know, Taurus, if you do what you've always done, you get what you always got in terms of results. So even if you might be getting the pay that you deserve, it might be an easy commute for you to get to and from work, you might be working from home at the moment, you know, does that make up for the fact that you're not fulfilled in it, right? And I can see here that you're seeking an Ace of Cups kind of new fulfilling beginning in your workplace. You're looking to fall in love with the work that you do. That's what I'm seeing here. So the Judgment card is like that angel with that trumpet, giving it a good blast in your ear saying, hey Taurus, don't repeat the cycle, don't go back in, liberate yourself, because there's a sense that by not being passionate about what you're doing, by not feeling fulfilled on a sensual level, it's keeping you trapped, it's keeping you small, because you have a greater gift, a greater purpose to fulfill, right? That Wheel of Fortune wants to turn, it wants to bring you into the work that you are destined to do, the work that you came here in this lifetime to do. This is the shift, right? But there is a key decision that needs to be made in order to bring you to this passionate new beginning in your work, career, and, you know, job, however you undertake your work. Might be a home business, might be as being an employee, but you are being asked to rise up to that challenge, to have the strength and courage to liberate yourself from a kind of job that's almost got you shackled because, you know, you're just not fulfilled in it. So that's what I'm seeing here. Judgment is the final call, guys. It's the card of second chances. Are you going to stay? Are you going to go? The wheel wants to turn. It wants to take you in the next direction. So the Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing. So is Judgment. There's a big element of divinity in this card. So it really says that this is the right time for all this to play out for you. You know, you're ready for this now. And the Wheel of Fortune is said to have a 10-year energy. So you might be wrapping up a 10-year cycle in the current type of work that you do, or this decision that you're making now is going to have a great influence on the next 10 years, the next decade of your life, closely linked to karmic contracts, karmic completion. You might have had to go through this unfulfilling period of work to kind of really sort out what you didn't want, Taurus. And now that you know that, you really know that you're not willing to re-engage with a job that's either, you know, boring, not on purpose, not using your skills, doesn't fulfill you emotionally. You know, now you can go after what does. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys. I love what I'm seeing here. It's the decision to get you to that passionate new beginning that you so desire. Right, the Ace of Wands that wanted to be seen in this reading. Okay, so it says that there is a key decision that you're going to need to make in order to bring this into your reality, Taurus. So that could be leaving the current role. It could be going and upskilling so that you can go after that start that you truly desire. It could be actually taking that bit of a risk and starting that little project, that business on the side, whatever it is for you. The key with the Two of Swords, guys, is that it is a big decision to make, but we need to make sure that we don't get clouded by our emotions, right? We need to make sure that we do apply some sense of logic and intuition to this decision making. So I can see here that you're chasing that fulfillment in your job and you're unfulfilled in the one currently, but we can't just go, oh, you know what, I'm having such a bad time at this, I'm just going to quit and jump. You know, you need to kind of set up that safety net for you to catch yourself. So I see this could be a little bit of a, like it could be a transition period where you're just making sure that you've got all the stepping stones in place to lead you into this new beginning, right? But it is here, it is here. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, and that's what I felt right from the start of this reading that you were seeking in your work and career. So this could be that job that is really on purpose for you, that lights you up. You know, it can be a new business, something like that as well. It's about the fact that you're going to have all the energy and all the enthusiasm for this because, you know, it's fulfilling for you and you're also passionate about it. So that beginning is there. But with aces, guys, they are number one in each of the suits. So they're seeds to be planted, nurtured and grown, just like the Three of Wands. There's ships on the horizon, but they're not here yet. So it means that there's going to be a road ahead. There is going to be a journey. There is going to have to be obviously a lot of time and energy that's put into this in order to expand it. But it's saying that the potential in July is there for you to get this started. Whether that's just, okay, I know I want to set up a business, so I'm going to, you know, go and buy the domain name. I'm going to, you know, make sure I've got everything I need in terms of training or insurances, or I'm going to sort out what products I'm going to sell, or whatever it is. It's just starting those steps, taking those methodical steps towards it, so that you know, you really are, just by doing that, you're really watering those seeds of it to expand. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys. Now, in your financials, you've got the Three of Cups and you've got the Knight of Swords. So, you know, the Three of Cups this is interesting, guys, because I've just been talking about planting these seeds and success coming in later. And the Three of Cups shows these people that are celebrating the harvest. They are actually celebrating that those seeds that they have planted have grown into this abundant crop of beautiful fruit and vegetables, and they're celebrating this. So I'm seeing this as two things. I'm seeing this, A, as the promise that this new direction that you're being called to follow is going to bring in the financial abundance that you desire, but you've got to create it, right? Number three, you've got to manifest this, you've got to create it. But I'm seeing that this is in the next season, right? That could be in 3 months' time, it could be this time next year. It's the promise that it's going to deliver financially. This also says that, you know, the winter is over and the spring is here. So if some of you have had that quieter patch, you know, across this time that we're experiencing here at the moment in the world, that could be kind of easing up for you, right? And you're starting to see that your finances are a little bit more buoyant than they were in the past. Now, the Knight of Swords here can stand for progress and quick progress as well. So it's kind of saying, I feel that if you start this new beginning that I'm seeing here, that things are going to shift pretty quickly. If you allow that Wheel of Fortune to shift, you know, very soon, you will be celebrating your harvest, but it's going to take that strength and courage to jump in, to make it happen, to let go of something that you might need to in order to move into this. And that's where the challenge is. But once we set that wheel in motion, that wheel of fortune is going to, you know, it's going to move quickly, and it's going to bring in, you know, what you desire here. So it's pretty positive, Taurus. You know, it's just a good decision away, a bit of strength and courage. It's time to liberate yourself and to follow your true path, you know, what you've been wanting to for ages. Just make sure that you know, plan it out, take the methodical steps that you need for that, you know, really apply that logic, and I wish you all the best with it. Taurus, I do hope you enjoy the reading here today. Do keep in mind it's a reading for a collective. It may not be your reading, and that's absolutely fine. If it's not, don't make it fit. If you want to leave me a comment and feel called to share, I would love to read those comments. I try to reply to them all as well. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I'll see you back here next month for another work and money reading.